we got chickens. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chad. Welcome back to Tabula Rasa Farm. We've been pretty busy here the last couple of weeks. Sorry we haven't released any footage or done any filming. There's just been a lot going on. It's really difficult to pick up the camera sometimes. So I do apologize for that. We will get better with that because I promised y'all over the winter time that as stuff starts happening around here, we'll start filming more, and we will do that. So we're just gonna do an update video here. We're just gonna kind of walk around the property, show you some things, how spring's blooming and all that stuff is going on. But first thing, this is going to be a farm, so we're gonna be growing vegetables and things eventually to sell. This year, I think we've decided that we're just gonna grow things to learn how to grow things, if that makes any sense, which it should. We're gonna learn how to grow stuff, so then when it comes to time for production for a farm, we'll be able to produce what the customer wants rather than just what we want or what we're going to experiment with. So what we're doing here is we're doing what's called a sod flip bed, and I'll film later on me doing one of these. I did this one yesterday to try it out. It's a lot of labor, so I didn't film anything and I was sweating a whole bunch, but I will film and show you what this is. So basically what we do, these beds are going to be 22 inches wide. And the only reason why they're 22 inches wide is because that's how wide our broad fork is. It's one of the tools we use to loosen up the soil. What I do is you just gotta go around and you cut the sod, you measure out your beds, get them all laid out, you cut the sod, and then you just basically pick it up and flip it over. So we have, as you can tell here, we have a pretty heavy red clay soil here. So what we're gonna do is once it's flipped, it's starting to dry a little bit, where we can pick up the pieces and we can crumble them. So we'll eventually come through and crumble all the pieces, get it more soft so we can grow things in it. And then we're also gonna put a layer of organic compost over the top of it to try and help equalize how much clay is in the soil with more organic matter for better drainage. But it's not super, it's pretty hard, but it's not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. So that's a good thing. And also when I was flipping this yesterday, I found this is a 32-foot bed is what we dug out, and it just happened to work out that way. There's no specific reason for it. As I was flipping them yesterday, there were quite a few worms in the soil, and that's really good. But anyway, we're gonna walk around a little bit more here. Maggie's behind the camera today. Like I said, spring is springing, and her allergies are starting to wreck her. So she didn't feel comfortable being in front of the camera today. We'll get her in front of it. Down the road, but I'm not gonna put her through that right now. So she's gonna follow me around, and we're gonna.
I appreciate it. I have a very swollen red nose right now.
She looks like it's like Christmas. It's like Rudolph almost.
Yeah.
But, you know. So anyway, we're gonna take a walk out towards the back here and look at some more stuff that we're doing. So come along. Oh, hey, you snuck up on me there. Actually, you didn't. I can hear you. Anyway, here's another one of the projects we've been working on here. This is it's not really what I would consider the backside of our property. It's the backside of our workable property right now because we own a lot of the woods and stuff that are back that direction. But this is a flat spot out here on the edge of the property. Obviously, you can see some of the neighbors' houses. I mean, the property line is literally right here. This used to be, if you look back this way, there's like this pampas grass, really thick grass stuff. And that's what used to be right here. And so we're starting to clear this out. We burned it out last week sometime. And we got to go through and dig up all these pampas grass heads because they're really dense, really thick and difficult. We're just cleaning out a lot of the stuff in here anyway. And then we're eventually going to probably plant some corn and stuff back here. When we get to doing that, I'll let Maggie talk to you about that, the way we're going to do that. But this is probably going to be a corn patch. We're talking about, because our property line is right over here, there's a little blue tag. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's a blue tag over here on the trees, and then it goes this way, and there's another pink one back that way, and then there's a pink one on the tree right there. So it kind of just cuts this corner right here, and this is our property. So I think we're going to end up planting probably some fruit trees here along the edge just to delineate the property line. But this is a nice flat spot. It's actually fairly soft, kind of workable dirt. There's just a lot of stuff in it right now that we got to get out still. There's a lot of...
In addition to natural stuff, this also was a dumping ground with the previous occupant.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I
We're
believe
finding all kinds of things here.
Yeah, I believe there was a shed of some sort that was back here at one point. There's still some timbers back here and some cinder blocks. There's a window frame. There's a piece of sheet tin over there, like some roofing. We pulled out a bunch of old rusty rain gutter that was buried in here. So, you know, it's like a treasure hunt every time we come back here. But yeah, here's one of the broken windows right here. And then there's a window frame over there. I can only imagine what else is in here. It's part of the deal when you buy a property you don't really know that much about. So,
Well, blank slate, right?
Blank slate, tabula rasa. But we do intend on continuing back with the clearing. I don't know exactly if we're going to do it this year or not. I think we're probably going to wait until the winter again, when everything dries out and dies back again, because everything's starting to bloom and green up right now, and it's going to become really dense back there, and it's going to be really hard to deal with.
But flat land's really a commodity around here,
Flat
so
land's a major commodity around here.
Yeah.
The only thing that right now that's really halfway flat is this spot right in front of our house and at the bottom of our driveway. That's about it. Everything else is on a slope. All right, another one of our projects that we've been working on that y'all are well aware of, that is finally completed for the most part anyway, and I'll explain that in a second. But the septic system, it's all completely covered. Everything's put in. This is where the drain field is. And down behind Maggie down here is where the septic tanks are that are near the house. We got, you know, the pump tank, the septic tank, all that stuff. We already talked about that. But the reason why I say it's not totally completed yet is because we've seeded this hillside with lots of different stuff. Clovers. We did Maggie did a food plot mix for deer to come, because it would be actually a cool spot to watch the deer feed in the morning up here on the hill. We're kind of interested in that. And then I don't know, there was some ryegrass. There's a lot of different mixes.
Wildflowers, yeah.
Wildflowers up there too.
I think diversity is the key with this. A lot of people are like, oh, let's just seed it with one type of, you know, grass, and pretty much any grass or anything that grows that's green, we've been putting it down.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just going to let nature run its course with this stuff. We're not going to do anything to it except the vines that are growing on the trees. There's still some that are rooted up here on this hill. And we're just going to have to keep an eye on those and make sure they don't start trying to respread again. But I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up.
It doesn't really do the scale very well.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But there's a lot, man. Look at all that ryegrass up there, babe.
Yeah,
There's
a lot.
a lot of tall stuff up there.
I think from the camera it just all looks red, but trust us,
Yeah.
it does have some green life forming around there.
Yeah,
It's definitely a work in progress, though.
Yeah, but yeah, and this is where the pipe runs up from the pump tank, is what all this is tore up, and we seeded that with some stuff too. It looks like it's starting to come up in a few spots. Yeah, so the septic saga hopefully is over, done with. Today's the 1st of April, and I got to flush Rid-X down the toilet this morning. I was so happy to do that.
I've been happy for the nice showers.
Yeah, nice long showers, run laundry whenever we want to. You don't realize what you got until you don't got it anymore. That's all I'm gonna say. So appreciate everything you have, because some of the times the simplest things, when they get taken away from you, is such a pain in just your everyday life.
It gives you perspective, though.
It makes you appreciate things more. We've done some things, especially with the septic system. We're starting to implement some new things with this system to just help maintain it a little bit longer. This system will last. This system's going to last well past us. Well, living at this property anyway. That's not happening anytime soon. We're not moving. We just bought it, but this system, if it's properly maintained, should last 40 to 50 years. So I'm not planning on living on this property that long. You never know, though. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what's going to happen. But so yeah, we done a few things like we don't use.
I also call this Mount Shit. Just FYI. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't use any harsh chemicals in any of the stuff that all the soaps and things we use is all natural. And if there's haters out there that say natural doesn't work, it does. I'm telling you. I haven't had an issue with using any natural soap for anything. My clothes are still clean. My body's still clean. Everything is clean. You don't have to bleach everything to get it clean. So, and then we just control what else goes down in the toilet, or the toilet down the drain, and just minimize any solid stuff that goes down there. And the system should last if it's maintained well, which it wasn't before. That's why we had to replace it. But another new addition that we got on the farm. Every farm needs a lawnmower / tractor. I mean, this is a tractor-looking lawnmower. It doesn't do tractor things, but it does have a trailer. This is the Troy-Bilt 42-inch Bronco. It's got a 19 horsepower motor, I believe, in it. And then we have the Brindley 17 cubic foot dump trailer on the back of it. This thing has been a workhorse for me with cleaning up these trees and stuff that we've been cutting down out here in the yard. I can just cut them up, pile them up. This thing will hold 850 pounds. And I can pile them all up in there, ride them over to the burn pit, and I can just dump them right off the back. So
And rocks too. We had to move rocks of all things.
It's gonna be good for just moving compost when we're really starting to get going with the farm. I mean, it's gonna be good for a lot of utility things. This is another fun fact. When big packages come in the mail, I drive this to the mailbox and put the big packages in the trailer, just because it's easier than starting up a car and driving up there. It's just so much more simple. And I mean, yeah, is it kind of redneck? Yeah, maybe, but I would argue it's saving fuel, because it barely burns any to drive to the mailbox and back, and it'll burn more fuel to start a car than anything. But anyway,
I think your tractor's sexy.
Yeah, but see, and that's all that matters. Maggie thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on. Anyway.
Country music, 90s country music fans will like that one.
A lot of people know that one.
Right.
So another tool that I got for this tractor is a 50-inch lawn sweeper. And the story behind that is, this is a Brindley brand trailer. I love this trailer. So I also bought their 42-inch lawn sweeper, but the brushes that spin, what a lawn sweeper does is you can pull it behind your lawnmower and drive around the yard, and it picks up leaves, grass, things like that. So it eliminates the need for a bagger, and a bagger always got clogged. We had a bagger on a mower very similar to this one at our last place, and I spent more time digging in there and unclogging it than anything. Lawn sweeper just seems to work a lot better. Plus, if I don't get all the lawn clippings up, it's not that big of a deal, because it'll just decompose and go back into the ground. But so I bought that one, and the brushes that spin to pick up the debris were held on by plastic clips. So there's 6 brushes in there, and I towed it across the yard 4 times, just each way. I didn't even do the whole entire yard, and 3 of the 6 brushes it completely broke off. So I did a return. I got it from Home Depot. I got on there, did a return, and they were really good about it. I just had to take it apart, put it back in the box, which took me 5 minutes. And I set it out there at the end of the driveway, and they came and picked it up. So then I went to Lowe's website and found this 50-inch. It's made by Ohio Steel, and I put it together, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, but I put it together and came out here and just tried it out, and it's hands down much better. So, and it cost me $4 extra because it was on sale, and it's 8 inches wider. So some of the new lawn tools here, just for doing things around the property. So I'm over here sitting on the hillside, right by where we got these beds dug up here. And another thing I wanted to show you, which is really cool, I'm a big fan of wildflowers, and there's a lot of flowers that are coming up here this spring that are kind of surprising. And actually, one of my favorites are all these violets. Just a whole bunch. So right here so there's the septic hill, right? And then the beast, the house. we're just right here. There's a whole hillside. These things are coming up all over in the grass. These are an edible flower. I don't know a whole lot about them. I know I've just seen a few videos of people talking about these violets being edible. I don't know what medicinal value they have or flavor or whatever, but they talked about doing tinctures and things like that. And again, I don't know their medicinal quality, so I'm not going to speak of that, but you know, maybe look them up and check them out. But these flowers are beautiful. Just wanted to pop that in here real quick. We've been busy a lot, so we haven't really filmed anything, but as you can see, I'm standing here with a jar of black soldier fly larvae, and I'm standing behind a white net fence here that is electrified because we got chickens. We just got this fence in the mail. It just came in, and we're going to set it up. We set it up for the first time here, just kind of set it around. It's only 100, this is a 100-foot Premier One poultry net. It's a 48-inch, and we're gonna, the girls are already coming out and seeing what's going on. We're gonna, they hear my voice, so they're coming out. But we're gonna let them out, let them go around and see how they like this. We have a couple cats and stuff around the place here that we wanted to make sure that that we were protecting them from while they're out doing their thing, and then at night they'll go back in their coop. So I'm gonna open the door and we're gonna try and let them out. Chick, you girls want to come out? Come on. Come on, Bob, Latrice. Oh, Goldie. One of you, Goldie.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna come out and check it out.
Come on.
Come on out, sweetheart. These golden comets we got from a breeder down in Asheville, and I don't think they've really free ranged much. I think they've been kind of locked up in large brooder houses just to raise them for sale. The black ones are very friendly once they come out. We got 2 black copper morans, and we've got 4 golden comets. So this is the start of our flock here, and I'm already enjoying them. We've had them for almost a week. Today's Friday. We got them last weekend on Saturday, so it'll be a week tomorrow that they've been here, and this will be their first time if they come out. I think they're going to, but we're pretty excited about this. So we might extend our flock sometime, maybe next year. We're probably not going to do it this year. We're using the birds for a lot of things. Egg production obviously is number 1. Number 2 is going to be insect control. They love eating bugs, and they fertilize the grass, and they help keep us mowed. The coop was sitting on that spot over there for only 2 days, and they beat it down pretty good. So it's only been here, I put it here yesterday, and the grass is already really beat down. So I'm just going to let them kind of free range-ish through this area here, forage for what they want to forage for, and do their thing. I'm gonna see if I can get them, push them out here, because they're a little freaked out right now, I think. Hey guys. Hey. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Oh, you know that sound, don't you? Come on. Come on out. It's funny how they go down the ramp and they take that right turn because they're used to just being locked up. Come on, ladies.
They are not quite sure what to do with all this freedom.
They're figuring it out.
Hi, pretty girls.
So we tried to give them their own space, these chickens here. So you saw us trying to get them out. They came out a little bit earlier, and then we just left them alone. If you hear that ticking in the background, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but if you hear that ticking in the background, that's our electric fence, that electric netting that I showed you earlier. But so the coop is completely open, and let me show you what these chickens are doing. I know it might be a little dark to see them, but they're just sitting in there and not wanting to come out, and I'm not sure why, because they're really silly little critters. All they've been wanting to do ever since we got them was get out. Every time I come out here, they try to run for this door, and now that all the doors are open, they're staying inside. I don't know, I don't get it, but anyway, we'll try and get some more footage of them when they do come out. We just walked out here and the chickens were all still locked up in the coop. They didn't want to come out, and we came out and started talking to them and closed that side window, and now all of a sudden they're
This one's in the corner.
they're interested.
Confused. On their own.
So obviously you can see the black ones. They're a black copper Moran. They have a copper color on the back of their neck, and if you're one of those that likes different colored eggs and crazy colored eggs, you should probably look those ones up. They're a really dark, they call them a chocolate egg. They're a little chocolate brown. They're really dark eggs. And then the golden comets lay just a normal brown, lighter brown egg, but they're supposed to lay 300 to 330 eggs a year. Those golden comets are, so that's like, I don't know, five or six eggs a week, I think, about that anyway. They haven't started laying for us yet. We've only had them for a week. I think they're just kind of still stressed out and learning a new place, but they're slowly starting to get it. Well, they came out for a couple seconds and then went back in. I think they're just trying to get used to some freedom that they haven't had. So I don't know, we're just gonna kind of let them do their thing, but this is probably where we're gonna close out the video here. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. You know, leave us a comment, tell us what you think about the chickens, what color eggs do you like, and keep following us along, and we appreciate the support. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.